Hi, today we're going to look at a subscription that's available through eBus called Tumblebooks. So open up a browser and go to tumblebooks.com. When you go here, there are four different services available through Tumblebooks. We only have a subscription to Tumblebook Library, but I will and another time show Tumblebook Cloud Junior and the Tumblebook Cloud, which are available through a lot of the regional libraries around Prince George or around BC, such as Prince George and the Fraser Valley Regional Library. So for starters, we'll go here, Tumblebook Library. The username is ebus and the password is books, Books. Click on submit. So Tumblebooks is a online ebook system. It reads to you. There's activities and lessons plans around books, and there's a lot of popular picture books. So and as well as some emergent chapter books as well. So the Tumblebook Library is focused from that K to grade 4 level, but older kids can use it as well. And picture books are great for teaching all sorts of reading strategies in a short basis. Even intermediates and high schoolers get a lot out of a picture book. Okay, so we'll take a quick look. If we go through, this is the home page. A couple of things that I would like to point out is there is the different languages. You can actually select the website to be in English, French, Spanish, and also mobile. So if you log in on an iPad or an Android tablet, you would want to make sure that you choose the mobile. It'll probably default there, but we can take a look through. Even on a computer, we can look at the mobile offerings. Okay, so just quickly off the bat, storybooks are going to be your main piece to go to. When you look through here, you can sort them in different ways by title, author, newest, reading level, and when you select those, it will give you different page options. So each page gives you about, I believe, 10 books to look at. There are some nice sortings up at the top here: alphabet, early readers, friends and family, Robert Munsch, new books, music, just some of the categories that they have preset. Robert Munsch is one of my personal favorites, and all of the books are actually read by Robert Munsch, so he's a very dynamic author and performer, and definitely suggest checking out some of his books. When you look at the offerings, it gives you a quick synopsis of what the book is, the author, illustrator, the tumble time. So I'll show you that in a minute, but it shows you how long the actual book is. You have a reading level. Now, some of these are hard to understand, but your K to 3 is your basics. But you can click on it and it'll give you an idea. You will also see on the side different options. So there's quizzes, games, lesson plans, book reports. Some of them will have videos, different levels of quizzes that'll be on the right side here. On the left side, you have a picture of the cover, the read online button, and then add to favorites or add to playlists. Now, with Tumblebooks, the best part about it is you can click up here on My Cloud and you can log in or register. Click on the registration, create your own registration, and away you go. I already have one, so I am going to log in quickly. But take this quick thing to say that I would always create a email address for all of these subscriptions separately. That way you don't get all the junk mail and you know where it's all going to go and it doesn't get mixed up into your personal stuff. So I always like that. Once you log in, the really neat thing is now you can add things to your playlist. So I've already logged in and played with a couple of things. So under My Cloud or favorites, it's going to come up. I have 2 books in here already. If we click on playlist, I don't have anything selected in there. So if I go in through storybooks, I can add a book to my playlist. The advantage to this is that once you log in, you can have it so it always remembers you. You don't have to search through all the books and find ones for your child to look at, and it just saves you time because there's quite a few books, and that's the biggest complaint I hear about this website is that there's so many books. How do I know what I've seen, what are my favorites, and that kind of thing? So they have added this login piece, so it's pretty cool. So let's take a look at one of these books. Go back to storybooks here, and Duck and Rabbit's a nice quick one, so I'll show you the beginning intro of it. Pretty neat.
Hey, look! A duck!
So you can do it so that you can have it so they have to read along with it. You can have it so it reads to them. You can have it so it goes, every page just automatically goes through, or you can set it up for manual so you have to change it. They can pause it and everything. So these are great for kids to be read to, as well as practice their books and their sites. So it's neat. It does the little highlighting the words that are being read so that they can recognize what the word is. And it does have animations to it, and it makes it a little bit more interactive. So the big thing about Tumblebooks is once the book is completely finished, they do need to click the little X up here to close that window to go back to the regular Tumblebooks window. So, or they can just select the tab. Okay. I'll show you a quick couple of other things in here. So as I said, the storybooks are your biggest one. They're going to be sorted by, author and themes and that kind of thing. Chapter books are a little different. So same kind of thing. You still get all the quizzes and the games and lesson plans and book reports. There's different ones available, and some have less than others. But if we click Read Online, it'll come up with a slightly different reader. So I can skip the intro. So this is an ebook. I can either read it myself, or down here I can press play and it'll be read to me.
Chapter 1. Guess what? Wow, Nancy, George Fane said as she raced down the school steps. I don't know how you do it. Do what? 8-year-old Nancy Drew asked.
So you can also do some other things. You can go to the chapter menu. You can select which chapter. So if you stop reading the book, you can go back to it. At the bottom here it says page 1 of 9 for chapter 1. That's 9 pages for chapter 1. So each chapter has its own page numbers. You can also put in a bookmark, so when you come back to it next time, if you're logged in, it'll remember where you are. Text options, you can change the size, make it bigger. You can change the font style, so some people find the Times New Roman a hard one to read. You want to look for something that is sans free, so it doesn't have all those little extra little hang-on pieces there. So like the Comic Sans is a good one. Spacing, you can space it out a little bit bigger. Increases how many pages there are. Again, change your paragraph look. So if you have an e-reader, it's going to be very similar to the functionality of an e-reader. Other things, you can also change your color, and you can write notes about the book, take notes as you're reading or listening. Audio controls, you can change the volume. Okay, tells you how long it would be, and yeah. So again, once you've done that, you either have to close that tab or just go to the other one and leave that one open. Okay. Back to the home page here. A new addition is non-fiction books. So Tumblebooks has not previously had too many of these, but When you go into them, they are your grade level picture books, but they are nonfiction. So you will notice that there are video attached to a lot of these. So some of the video are National Geographic video and that kind of stuff. You can there is a video tab under home, so you can browse through there. But it's more nonfiction attached to or related to the topic of the book itself. Okay. Again, uses the tumble pad, goes through, and skip those
I
intros.
blend with the snow as I roam the ice floes of the Arctic in search of fat seals.
Really good book for inferences. Um, but yeah, the nonfiction selection is grown quite a bit, and there's about 55 books, I believe, in there at all different levels. And again, they give you your little tabs at the top for categorizing your books. Puzzles and games. Each of the books, as you saw, had some puzzles and games. They're okay. Some of the younger kids like them, but like the word catch and the spelling is the same kind of thing, and there are better programs out there to find. But these are tied to the books, so some kids might really like that. Featured is a really neat function. If you take a look at that, it gives you popular teacher picks, librarian picks, staff picks, and then student picks, and they're changing. Ish is a great art book. Really like that one. The language learning is kind of neat. So another new option. You'll notice that we have 5 or 6 different languages. We're looking at French. There's 54 titles in French. There's 47 Spanish titles, 2 Chinese, 1 Russian, Korean, 1 Russian, 1 German, 1 Korean. They're all the same book, just translated. And the French one has the best selection. As you can see, there are some Archie comics built into there and the graphic novels, but a lot of other popular picture books that are translated into French and Spanish. All right, so that's a quick look at the Tumblebook library. As I say, a really important thing is to register and create your own playlists and favorites. Um, the Common Core piece here, it kind of lists it out in as for fiction and nonfiction, so informational literature, and listed out by grade level and learning outcomes. Now these are American. The Common Core is American, but they're fairly close to our BC piece. Now if you're looking for a specific book, there is the Tumble search up here, and if anything else, as I say, it's jump in and use it. It is a great resource that is underutilized. Thank you.